Welcome back to another video here on Brothers React. Today, we are going to be watching Dumbest Criminals Who Got Caught on Camera. This just sounds interesting. What do you think?
It sure does.
Alright, let's jump right into this.
Robber in the movies, there's a crafty cop hot on their wheels. A store owner was tired of getting broken into, so he decided to design a trap worthy of any Hollywood script. The would-be burglar is funneled into a room and trapped. Pick a door, any door, it doesn't matter, because none of them can be opened. As the door closes behind him, you get a real sense of his panic. No matter what he...
So this is a really smart idea, and I think a lot more store owners just should really do this. Just like put an exit sign at the top of the door so they can't get out.
Tries, he's trapped just like a rat in a cage. He batters the doors for an hour, breaking his hammer in the process before...
Jeez, those doors must be strong if he hit it with a hammer and it just broke like that.
Finally arrived. Luckily, the store owner was kind enough to leave a tap in the trap room, trying to escape his thirsty work. Perhaps our next trio of dummies have watched a few too many movies. We doubt that a bar would have laser beams ready to trip an alarm. Thieves and criminals are often referred to as snakes, so the pair did their very best impression, slithering their way along the floor on a quest to empty out the register. After work drinks on a Friday night would generally have you crawling out of the bar, not into one. The cops have dubbed these guys the Inchworm Bandits, and they reportedly made off with...
The fact that they thought that there was lasers in there is funny.
the tips from the jar.
And then they only got the tips from the jar. It's mind-blowing. Like, that wasn't even worth the work that they did, because I'm sure there was only like $100 or something in there. What do you think?
Probably.
I want most robberies to run smoothly and easily. Think like stealing candy from a baby. There's a reason why...
Why would you steal candy from a baby? That's just messed up.
But it's fine.
What is wrong with you?
You've never heard the saying, as easy as stealing a bike from a heavily staffed police station. Bolt cutters? Check. Face mask? Check. Having aspirations that exceed your capabilities? Oh, double check.
Why would you even try to steal a bike outside the police station? Like,
How dumb could it be?
apparently pretty dumb. I mean, he's going straight to jail, I think. I hope.
The dude lasted exactly 23
Yeah, he's definitely going to jail.
seconds in what we can safely assume
Only 23 seconds?
the world's fastest bust. We bet the cops are getting really tired of these people pushing their luck. This next would-be crook is a great example of how not to pull off the perfect heist, and doing everything in your own power to ruin your own plan. It's a surefire bet, as either way, you're the hero of your own story. Step 1, choose to rob a vape store.
I mean, a vape store, I'm kind of with him on that part. Vape stuff is expensive.
Place that probably carries very little cash. Step 2, fumble and drop your gun at the lady behind the counter's feet to be instantly disarmed.
The fact that he dropped it, that lady could have easily grabbed it and pointed it back right at him.
3, attempt to climb over the glass display cabinet, leaving 2 immaculately placed handprints for the cops.
The fact that he couldn't jump over that glass case was funny.
4, run away in style with your pants falling down
That reminds me of that pants on the ground video.
ankles. Vlad the Inhaler is running on fumes. His plan went up in smoke. Nice try. Close, but no cigar. There are fewer actions that are more brazen than shoving a $600 chainsaw down your pants and casually walking out of a store. Famous actors stuff their jocks, sure, but this is taking it to a whole other level. Thankfully, it wasn't an electric start model. Workers in the store did notice the daredevil shoplifter. However, he made a quick getaway on his bike, Evel Knievel style. He was nabbed by police after ditching the chainsaw.
The fact that he did it right there by the cash registers just like throws a big red flag up. I mean, if I was gonna do it, I'd go to the back of the store where no one can see me and look around for cameras.
Woods, but returning to claim his prize 40 minutes later. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Okay, so you...
Did that just say that they told him he won a grand prize?
Evil style. He was nabbed by police after ditching the chainsaw in the woods, but returning to claim his prize 40 minutes later. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Okay, so you've heard of causing a ruckus and raising the roof, but have you ever heard of bringing down the ceiling? This bumbling couple went to great heights
I've
to
seen
the
this one
owners
a
of a
few
local
times on
convenience
Facebook.
store when they attempted to use a stolen credit card to pay for a $4.39 packet of popcorn. The owners called police on the suspicious duo, and when the cops arrived, Coward used his girlfriend as a human shield in order to try to get...
Wow.
That's messed up.
I'm gonna use your girlfriend as a shield.
Why is your wife?
I don't know. You don't even have a girlfriend, so... I guess... gonna have to use my wife.
Hey, the woman ran into the back room, seemingly a dead end.
Why would she run into the back room? Was she, like, looking for an emergency exit back there? Like, that would make logical sense. But at the same time, there's gonna be a cop at the back of the store waiting for her, too. I would think.
Inspiration strikes. Perhaps the way out is actually up. Channeling Catherine Zeta-Jones in Entrapment, she does her best cat burglar impression and squeezes her way into the air vents. Her hopes of freedom come crashing down, and so does...
That's actually pretty smart if you know what you're doing when you get up in there. Or if you just stay in one place. Well, no, you can't stay in one place because there's those security cameras. They watched you go up there.
And so does she. From the ceiling onto a not
That
so
hurt.
That looks like that was very painful. She landed on all those shelves and all that merchandise.
set of shelves. Not all crimes are planned.
She dented that thing. You see that dent?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just fall into it. Stop, drop, and roll.
I feel like they wouldn't have been as much trouble as they were if they would have just cooperated. But I feel like that's how a lot of people are. They just don't cooperate. That's what makes everything much worse than it actually is.
Yeah.
Not only useful when putting yourself out if you catch a light, but also good for avoiding motion detector sensors when pulling off a heist. A pizza store owner had installed a series of external and internal cameras that captured the whole bizarre event. Thieves were seen rolling around on the floor all the way to the back room after breaking in successfully with a crowbar through a glass window in the front of...
You would think if they had motion detectors and laser detectors that they would have glass break sensors. I mean, I have glass break sensors in my house and a lot more other features, but glass break sensors were given to me for it. So I would pretty much think that everybody had them if they had a security system.
door. Lightning would strike twice, as that same handy crowbar would peel the safe apart like an orange. To their dismay, there was...
The fact that his safe broke open like an orange... I bet he bought a really, really cheap safe. You see that massive hole in the side?
nothing of value in the safe, but they didn't leave empty.
There was nothing of value in the safe. What do they use the safe for then? I thought the safe was to keep things safe.
There was nothing of value in the safe, but they didn't leave empty-handed. They stole a drill, a speaker, a flashlight, and toys from...
Okay, I got this. Here's my thoughts on it. They stole the speaker so they could listen to music whenever they do their next heist. They used the flashlight so they could see whenever they get broken into that. They used the drill so they don't have to use the crowbar again. Or they could use both together. One guy has the drill and one guy has the crowbar. And my final thought, what do you think they stole the toys for?
When they got bored.
My thoughts are, they stole the toys so they don't get bored and rob another place.
Not at all the haul they were hoping to brag about. This is a case of crouching tiger, hidden cash. The answer to many of life's problems is often a great big hammer. Its methods of persuasion are simple. The results are generally instant and forthcoming. Our band of thieves seem to have it all worked out. An old-fashioned quick smash and grab, covered with long-sleeved clothing and motorcycle...
He is beating that glass and it's not breaking. I thought those glass enclosures were like so fragile.
Me too.
I'm always scared to even touch them because I don't want them to break.
It's great to see that the Safety First initiative extends to the less savory types in society. Unfortunately,
Wow, those are really, really tough. I did not expect that.
toughened polycarbonate cabinets can be a
Beating
harsh
on it.
mistress. No matter how hard you try,
Jeez.
they just won't give up the goods. In the space of under a minute, it's gone from potential payday and hammer time to empty-handed and having your dreams shattered instead of the jewelry cabinet.
He stuck his hand through. Is there like you know how windshields are made with two glasses and then a piece of plastic? There's a glass on this side, a glass on this side, and a piece of plastic in the middle. Is that how these are made? Because that is what it sure is seeming like. Because he just like shoved his hand in there and wasn't able to grab anything.
It's not only monocle-wearing old men in tuxedos and top hats who can appreciate a fine work of art. No! You don't have to resemble the Monopoly Man for a beautiful painting to draw your keen eye. Our next dope fancies taking him a rather large souvenir from his lovely day trip out to the gallery. Covering your face to hide your identity is so 2000 and late. Real geniuses hide stolen goods rather conspicuously in their jackets. Let's face it, nobody will notice.
Why didn't he pick like a smaller painting or something instead of that huge thing?
Go and fit his jacket.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he should have picked something way smaller. Should have picked something way smaller, that way it'll fit in there a lot easier and he could actually get away with it instead of being caught.
Of approach. How about you just walk out with it under arm,
He might as well. Basically is sticking it inside his jacket. Who else has a square chest like that?
whistling a tune while
Oh wait, he actually is. He's just walking out the store with it.
so no one will suspect a thing. Well, too bad for this amateur who was caught by staff as soon as he tried to leave the premises. Maybe he can create his own master.
The fact that he thought nobody would catch him walking out the store with this thing is just mind-blowing.
Is with a pencil and notepad from a jail cell.
Maybe he can draw his own little picture.
Yeah.
In a video game, the success of your mission boils down to how well players work as a team, and friendly fire isn't tolerated. Generally, the fastest way to break into storefront glass windows is with a brick, and this pair came well prepared. In a sudden plot twist, Bill ends up braining Ted with a...
Oh! They really should have communicated a little bit more. Hey, I'm walking in front of the door. Do not throw your brick. Okay, you got it. You ready for me to throw a brick at you?
Yes.
That was a late reaction.
Inaccurate brick shot that would make a stormtrooper blush. Nothing says good Samaritan like stopping a robbery.
He is knocked out cold. He looks stiff.
He won't remember what happened.
If it's your own. Good
Probably
friends
a
keep
good
their
thing.
buddies on the straight and narrow path
Oh.
of righteousness. Looks like this guy succeeded. Man down. In this week's episode of When Fences Fight Back, our hapless thief shows us that while breaking in is generally the easy part of a robbery, sometimes you just can't catch a break. In show business, they say break a leg. We aren't entirely sure why this egghead took the most literal meaning. It all starts off rather well. We see him fiddling with the gate hinges for a while until success. It seems Lady Luck is on this thief's side as the gate comes...
Well, I mean, why didn't he just jump over the fence? I guess it depends on how high it is. You could get a step ladder and just like, boop, you're over.
from its mounts, but in a cruel twist of fate, the head
Oh, I bet that hurt.
That fence like it's heavy too.
steel gate falls back on him, crunching his leg between the metal bars and the unyielding concrete. He tries to get up, but falls straight back down.
Oh.
His leg is busted.
That just looks painful. Did you see his foot? It's like all twisted and bent. Ugh. Go back and rewind a little bit if you didn't see his ankle all messed up.
Lady Luck smiles again for him, as it turns out that a crowbar makes a great walking stick. We see him making the world's slowest getaway. Rumor has it that our guy tried to sue the homeowner for damages, but it was thrown out of court. The judge said he...
Why would he even go to court for damages? Like, he's the one that caused it on himself. He was just trying to get whatever he could get from them. Maybe some jail time's what he actually got, though.
have a leg to stand on. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Short of a few bucks, there isn't a more cliched last-ditch effort than trying to rob a jewelry store. Our man seems normal enough. Smiles, says hello to the jeweler, asks to try on a gold chain that's caught his eye. The store owner doesn't suspect a thing. He's completely unaware that he's about to be the victim of a completely hilarious crime. He must like the way it feels.
Okay, so what I see going on here is he's going to tuck it behind his collar right here, all the way down, and just shove it inside his shirt. That is my thinking while the guy's looking away.
Around his neck, because the next minute he flees through the door.
The fact that he was doing it while he was watching, why? Why would you do that?
fantastic
And then he takes off while he's still watching him.
Watch, he's gonna fall. How much you bet?
I don't think he's gonna fall. I think he's just stupid.
speed. There's only one problem.
Wow. Do you guys see what just happened?
He's locked.
The store clerk locked the doors on this guy before he could make a getaway. And if you see right now, he has his hands on his chain. Or on the chain that he was trying to steal.
In.
Oh, here you go. I was just joking around.
This isn't the jeweler's first rodeo. He calmly asks for the chain back before calling the police. Our rob
At least he called the cops on him. That was...
have been feeling pretty stupid when he was marched into the station in charge.
Wait, they actually got video of him going into the police station?
If diamonds are a girl's best friend, then we can say that gold chains are most definitely not even this man's brief appointment.
He's like not even worried about it. He's like, I know it's locked.
How did he lock it so fast, though?
Let alone friend. When you're the victim of multiple burglaries, you go back to the drawing board and learn from your mistakes. This Canadian mobile phone repair shop owner did just that. Mobile phones are small, high-value items and prime targets for would-be thieves. Her employees now put all expensive items safely away after their shift, locked up for the night. She used her mobile technology know-how to her advantage by installing a security camera system linked directly to her phone. So when she got a notification on her screen, she logged in to watch the drama unfold before her very eyes. A trap isn't complete without a spring. A curved security gate acting to contain the break and enter. You can crawl in, but you can't crawl out. While the crook is frantically searching for an exit, police are already on their way to take him to jail. When they
I did not know those could flex out to where you could get in but lock you in.
Why do you just pull it back out?
He can't. Because when he pushed it, it was flexing to where he could climb under it. But you can't pull it back because it'll stab your back or whatever is pushed up against it.
they even help untangle him from the net. There's
See?
famous Canadian politeness at work.
I never thought I'd see such dumb people.
We're all taught to always tell the truth, and that lies just get us into more trouble. Not every criminal is a thief in a mask, and it turns out the police take
Will Smith is not a criminal.
but very, very seriously
Maybe he is.
after scattering ice cubes on the floor of a business.
Why? There's literally a sink right next to him. Why would he throw them on the floor? I already see where this is going. Do you see where this is going?
Yeah,
What do you think's gonna happen?
I'm just agreeing with you.
I think he threw that ice on the ground so he can accidentally slip on it and sue the company. Make sense?
Yeah.
Academy Award for his excellence in acting, pretending he had slipped over and smashed his head onto the hard
At least actually slip.
He filled out an insurance claim for the slip and fall and a shameless cash grab for a juicy, lucrative payout. This is a weaselly move, and one his mother would most definitely put him in timeout for. Unfortunately for him, fraud is a serious crime. He was arrested and charged after the footage was given to police. For the crime of premeditated stupidity, we find this man guilty.
That fall was so dramatic. Not to mention slow. Well, guys, that's the end of our second video. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, subscribe right here and over here. Don't forget to watch our last video, one of these corners, probably both. I think we'll have our intro in one of them and then our other video in the other. But share it to all your friends and see you guys in the next video.
Comment what you think we should do or what you think could be better.
Also comment if you have another video you'd like us to react to. We're looking day and night for videos. This is one of the hardest channels I have, honestly. Speaking of other channels, we have our RV remodel and our product review channel down in the description. Also, we have a donate link down there if you would like to help donate to grow our channel a little bit bigger. You don't have to, but we'd greatly appreciate it. It'd help us out a ton.
Yeah, shared word.
Thank you. See you next time.